This is the ultimate way to punish criminals. First, before his execution, the man was forced to sign an agreement with the museum curator, surrendering his consciousness after death to the museum. The curator promised that his family would be well taken care of. Thinking it was just some computer simulation, he agreed to the terms for his family's sake. Little did he know this was just the beginning of a nightmare. The curator used equipment to extract his consciousness, and turned it into a digital avatar, recreating him in the very prison cell he once occupied. The man was absolutely shocked. His consciousness had actually been restored to the real world by the curator.
Hi, buddy. Congratulations to you. You're in the afterlife.
But before the man could even process what was happening, the curator pressed a button, trapping him. This was the curator's real plan all along, to preserve the man's consciousness, and use it as his personal torture device, to boost the museum's profits. As long as the electric shocks were kept under 10 seconds, they wouldn't destroy the man's consciousness. Sure enough, under the curator's operation, visitors flocked to the museum in droves. Since this was a death row inmate's consciousness, not only did no human rights organizations speak up for him, but people actually thought he deserved it. After each experience, visitors would even receive a special souvenir, a photograph of the man's consciousness, capturing a small fragment of his permanently trapped awareness. But what they didn't know was that this prisoner had been wrongfully convicted, and it had all been orchestrated by the curator. His actions had filled the victim's family with hatred. Soon the prisoner's daughter tracked him down. She had already sabotaged all the air conditioning before arriving, and made the curator drink a potion she had prepared. When the curator lost the ability to move, Jenny placed the consciousness extractor on his head. Only then did the curator finally realize that the woman before him was the prisoner's daughter. Before long, the toxins spread throughout his body, and the curator quickly stopped breathing. When he woke up again, the curator found himself locked in a prison cell, turned into a consciousness avatar by Jenny. Jenny had cracked all of the curator's technology, and successfully merged the curator's consciousness with her father's. She was going to make the curator pay the price. The curator desperately begged her to spare him, but Jenny simply said goodbye to her father, and pulled the switch without hesitation. Powerful electric current instantly coursed through his entire body, and the curator finally experienced that ultimate agony. As the countdown reached 0, the consciousness avatar in the cell was instantly obliterated. Then a souvenir popped out, containing a photograph of the curator's consciousness.